On the Blue Thunder today. Come to realize that I posted a video yesterday apologizing for not including y'all, and I just come to realize that it's just completely rude and inconsiderate, and uh, and I want to make up for that, I guess. It's a beautiful day today, and if anything, maybe some of y'all ain't got no pretty weather. Maybe you can at least enjoy it through the computer. Um, and please forgive me. Like I said in that video yesterday, I really need to concentrate on what I'm doing. But I also realize that y'all thoroughly enjoy interacting with each other. So I figured I'd throw up one so that y'all could interact at least. Um, Blue Thunder has been on the back burner for the past couple of weeks. Okay, primarily because my knees have been healing, and I've just been trying to stay off of them. But we're to the point where the knees are starting to feel better, and B, I'm getting into time crunch. So anyway, just real quick, and I've got y'all over here because it's out of the sun, and we've got you plugged into the wall to charge the battery. So we shouldn't have any power interruptions except when I pick you up and walk you over there and bring you back and forget to plug you in. So anyway, let's just walk around and show you. So anyway, we diagnosed before Thanksgiving. We diagnosed that we had two cylinders low on the right hand side with compression, and we were speculating that we probably had some valve issues. After talking to a new friend down in at the Turkey Rod Run, he pointed out that there is a spot in the head gasket where there is no coolant passages that could blow out between the cylinders, and he's kind of got me convinced that what we're dealing with is a head gasket more than anything. So, and he has decades of experience with these engines. So we're gonna cross our fingers that's what it is. But here, let's just show you how far. So yesterday was the first day that I gotten back to working on the truck, and we managed to get the front dress off of the engine. Okay, you can see the AC compressor. There's actually a huge bracket behind that compressor that mounts down on those two bosses there and up here on the head, and then there's a corresponding one on the other side. I can actually remember that I think it was the S10 way back had a huge stamped steel horseshoe that encompassed all of this stuff. But anyway, so there's another bracket with the alternator, and it actually is over here now, and you can see this bracket. It goes from right there. It's almost 1.5 feet long. Okay, it's a big old bracket, but once we got the steering pump out, about 4 bolts and it come off. Okay, and then after that, we started dealing with the top dress. Okay, and here again, my nose is running again. Throttle body. There was an ignition timing module involved and bracket, the EGR valve, and we're to the point now where we just got to get this throttle linkage bracket And I think we could get away without taking the distributor out, but that thing needs some attention. Okay, now towards that end, when I take the distributor out, there's a big old hole, goes all the way past the camshaft to the oil pump and into the oil pan. We got to make sure that all this debris and garbage, we got to clean this up. Okay, and I've had some mice living up here too, so, and part of putting this thing back together, you can see the harness. Of course, now all that plastic harness stuff, see, like this original plastic, we're going to replace that as we put things back together on that harness over there. But we're not building a hot rod here. We're not trying to get into a magazine with something that's photographically impressive. We just want this thing to run again. All right. So that is the point that we're trying to pursue. And let's see. And elaborating about organizing. Just real quick, while I was shooting that other video yesterday, we have a shoebox, a simple shoebox, and Ziploc bags. Okay, and we're up to number 7 now. Okay, that's the map sensor and bracket. This is the ignition coil and little harness and bracket. EGR system. This is the EGR solenoid, valve, hose. This, yeah. Then we got throttle body hardware. Okay, and they're all numbered. So, yeah, there's the front dress for the passenger side. There's the front dress for the driver's side. And the fan strap. Anyway, when we go to reassembling, all we have to do is go backwards through these bags. There's not going to be any dumping coffee cans on the bench looking for bolts. Okay. Also, you can consider that numbering system a road map as to how it goes back together. Anyway, we've got a vacuum cleaner, and we've actually hosed this down with some degreaser. Okay, and so, where am I going here? I got to take, all right, so far, I haven't had to remove any of the intake bolts yet. Okay, and the thing is, I'm trying my damnedest, you know, like I was talking about that distributor, trying my damnedest not to get garbage deeper in the engine. Okay, but I have to take one of those intake bolts out to get this bracket off. So that's going to be the, and then I got to get that distributor out. But before I do that, we're gonna go after this with a vacuum cleaner, and we'll probably go after it with a vacuum cleaner again. Anyway, but I'm gonna hook y'all back up to the see, yeah, now toward, yes, see, and please forgive me, I'm trying not to be rude, but I need to be working. Okay, and at the moment, this is the shady spot with power. And when I get to a stopping point again, we'll come back. All right? There you go. Did you hear that? Da-ding? Y'all are powered up. All right. All right, and it has been fairly nipply out here lately. And when the sun goes down, it's really too cold for these old bones. But I have brought some lights, and we may. The weather's promising to be very nice, and we may work past sunset tonight. All right, so just real quick, if you're an old welder, you might recognize what this is. Okay, this, before they come up with the plastic spools, this is how you bought your wire. Anyway, the point I'm making is recycle, reuse, reclaim. I've had this cord on that reel for 15, 20 years. Maybe longer than that. get some stuff here. It's only got 500,000 miles on it. I gotta go find a little wire brush. Be right back. Not seeing it. Somewhere in the shop, I'll find what I'm looking for. Yeah, I found some big ones, but the thing is, what I'm using this for, I don't want to use a big one, because I'm essentially going to ruin it for what the purpose is. If I can find it, well, I should have brought an old toothbrush, that's what I really need. Oh. Ah, here we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I've been looking for. Now, the reason I'm looking for something small like this, well, obviously, is handy that way. But I'm not going to be so concerned when I throw this out, because the last thing I want this brush to do is end up back in the welding shop. Okay, see right there specifically, no TIG. All right, so it's already been earmarked as a welding brush for MIG, and I'm getting ready to throw this thing out when I'm done with it because I don't want it ending up back in the welding shop. But I need to use it. And y'all are still here, right? I'm not just talking to myself. Yeah, okay. Actually, let's vacuum some of the big chunks more. Okay, and I'm sure y'all are all thinking, the vacuum cleaner is full of grease. You got it. And it will need to be cleaned and maintained just like everything else. What I'm using right now. This is a product by a company called ZAC, Z-A. They were a NASCAR sponsor past several years, racing degreaser, quote unquote. Essentially, it's low-grade oven cleaner. Uh, we use it to clean almost everything on the race cars. It's not that aggressive. Almost there on the right side. Although we still got to get that shit out of the back. And then at that point we'll have to plug the holes and do this for the back side of it too. Now, if y'all are deciding you want to use this product and you can't find it, prior to Zach showing up, we used a product called SD20, not WD-40, but SD20, and 6 one, half dozen the other. Okay. Essentially the same product, does the same thing. All right. All right, and just to show you all details real quick, I'm telling you about stuff and then not showing you. Let's just, hopefully you got battery. Hold on. There. All right, so can y'all see that? Hold on. See if we can get you down here so the damn, how are we gonna do this? Right, hold on, I'll get you all pointed where we're working. Sort of, kind of. Now you're in the way of where my vacuum cleaner needs to be. And all right, y'all might, anyway, so we're just taking this product and spraying it. And this isn't, how can I put it? This is not like the gunk engine degreaser that you warm the engine up, you spray this on, and then eventually you hose it off. This isn't quite as aggressive as that. I mean, all right, one of the is degreasing. If you get something, and don't ask me how or why, but if you get like gasoline on your skin and you start to feel a chemical burn coming on, you hose this stuff on it, and it'll take the burn out. Okay, I can tell you from experience, gassing race cars, getting, how can I put it? Getting my junk soaked in gasoline. This stuff right here will take the burn right out. So it's really not that aggressive as far as, yeah. But I'm trying not to use the hose right now. So, because obviously this valve train is exposed, and I'm, yeah. Anyway, so we hose it down, and we're providing some mechanical agitation with the wire brush. And if y'all, once this video's done, if you rewind to the first time I showed y'all this, you couldn't even see the bolts that hold the manifold down in this area right here. And I'm going to say primarily it looks like it blowed out in the front, which is very common. And it has been blown back over there over 500,000 miles, and it's coagulated and done all that, all that, and we're just trying to get it to the point where when we take this manifold off, valley with a bunch of dirt and crap. All right, so agitate it with that, and then we're going to take a screwdriver. If you got a just something to dig that stuff, get it stirred up. And I'm really looking for places where I can't hear metal contact, and it's actually getting pretty clean. And by pretty clean, I don't mean you're not going to be able to eat off of it, but we're not going to be packing the lifter valley with 40 yards of dirt. Okay, and if you see, there's still a bracket there and the distributor. Anyway, start back here, take shit out, and I'm still going to have to clean all that too. All right, so now, and y'all might want to hold your ears because the vacuum cleaner's right next to you. And please forgive me. In 3, 2, turn your volume down. 1. Very good. All right, so I just found something I've always wondered. but I think it's going to confirm a little question I've always had. Okay. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. To the best of my knowledge, this truck has its original engine in it. All right, and let's see. Let me see. That should, something on that should match the VIN. Let me see. At least I think. Okay. I'm not knowledgeable enough, but generally, from what I understand, is replacement crate motors don't have any numbers on that boss. And it used to be that the number on that boss matched the VIN in some way, fashion, or form. I'm not seeing that. Yeah, there's nothing in that even comes close to coordinating with that number. But back in the day, and well, to this day, actually, you see antique cars that are advertised as numbers matching. Okay, well, back in the day, when they were assembling these things, the engine number correlated to the VIN. The serial number on the transmission would usually be identical to the one on anyway. So that's anyway, and then that would sort, how can I put it, that would be a reassurance that it was the original engine. I've always wondered, because I got this truck with like 212,000 miles, and I've managed to get to almost 460, which means that I put 240 on it. And up until this point, I never took that valve cover off. It's never had a timing chain. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, so compare that, okay, this area that I'm working on here to when we started the video. And rather than putting half a, like I said, a cubic foot of dirt in there, we'll, yeah. And please forgive me, I am, generally when I work on my own shit, I do not rush. I try, yeah, I can't rush because I get distracted. And I don't like being 4 days out and then ask myself, oop, did I do that? Or oop, did I do this? And towards being distracted, y'all gonna hang out there. I got you plugged back in. All right. Although I ain't gonna smoke a cigarette. Mm. Oh. Hmm. And at some point, I got to get that truck moved up on the slab. Okay. One of the big things that makes me think that's the original engine again. We're back to that question. The exhaust manifolds have the nifty, only from the factory locks, the stamped steel bend the tab over locks on the exhaust bolts. All right, so ever since we started, okay, even though I haven't turned a wrench on it until yesterday, I've been lifting the hood every once in a while, hosing them bolts down with the blaster. Okay, and once we get the intake off and get the valve train out, then we're going to pursue those exhaust bolts. Okay, now you got what, 6 exhaust bolts holding the manifolds on each side, but then you've also got the flange where the pipe bolts to that manifold, and that's only accessible from the bottom of the truck. Okay, so we got to push the truck up on the concrete, get the truck up in the air, and then I expect there's going to be a lot of cussing and gnashing of teeth. But last night I did put a damn wrench on one of them and got it to crack loose without breaking. So that's promising. The only problem is, as you go farther back, it looks like the damn heads of the bolts have actually simply corroded round. Just from the heat cycles, you know. I mean, they're right next to the exhaust manifold. They get just shy of red hot, and they're steel, and they're exposed to oxygen, and yeah. So they corrode. Oh, I love the color on my old blue truck. Although there's another color that drives me insane, but I don't know if I could put it on a vehicle. And the only place I've seen it is in Mylar balloons. Um, I'm pretty sure you can get it as a wrap. Okay, but it's chrome plate. It looks like a mirror, but it's sapphire blue. It's just amazing how shiny and blue it is, and it, yeah, upsets the hell out of me. Love blue, especially a sapphire or turquoise. Damn it. All right, so here, just real quick. And I'm not yelling at you, but I am getting distracted here. All right, 16 of you. Hello. Let's all right, there's not Boeing, not going. I'm glad you made it to Daytona and checked out the Point. Oh, damn it, Point. Yeah, the restaurant. Andrew Scarberry, hello. Matt, hello. Jonathan Gilbert, hello. There's all right, let's see. Oh, they're talking football. Okay. Dwight Davis, hello. Racing King, hello. Dakota Martin, hello. Joe McAllister, hello. Let's see. Robert Eisen, hello. There's Matt. And actually, that's, yeah, toothbrush is probably would be a good tool, but that little wire, that little brush I'm using is actually a wire brush, primarily for cleaning welds. Hey mom, block party, hello. All right, and there's mom talking about Susan. When my sister comes up in conversation, please forgive me, mom, but I describe her as the functional one. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Anybody else? I think I may have got everybody else. There's Callie King. Hello. Yeah, okay. Joshua Knighton. Hello. All right. Peter Lombari. Hello. Winston Churchill. Hello. All right. And Dean Mashiro. Aloha to you. Steven Cicero, hello. I think, see, I'm trying to catch everyone here. Jake from State Farm, hello. Tech and Gaming, hello. Brent Fletcher, hello. All right, Brent's got a truck deal lined up. Awesome, Brent. All right. Summer Gamer, hello. All right, Devin, it's snowing. Tim 4. Well, here's some sunshine, buddy. All right, Dylan Davis, hello. Eric 10, hello. Doug Contra, hello. All right, that's the top of the list. Okay, hello, everybody. All right, Jimmy T, hello. Mark Teal, hello. All right. Yep, and there's the bottom of the list. All right. And yes, this is actually the back side of the old Go Fast Racing shop. Um, give you a tour, but this is actually kind of Mr. St. Hilaire's personal playpen. Although there is business still going on here, um, and yeah, I'm not sure if I should be giving you all a tour. So we're just going to focus on this area right here, okay? Oh, Mr. Archie has been very generous to me. Okay, I would do this at the house, except I don't have a level spot. The only level spot is in my shed where I have all my tools. And the problem with that is all my tools take up all the space and there's no actual workspace. So here we are. Oh. And the goal today, like I said, we're not Russian. We're American, right? Okay. At the minimum is get that intake manifold off. Okay. When I was a kid, I had a friend, and me and him Best friend in the world. Damn it. Anyway, our thought process was like this. And together we could do something like this, down to the heads and back up and running. If we started at 8 o'clock in the morning, we could be done by 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Anyway, we're not Russian. We're American. All right. And guys, you're gonna have to forgive me. Okay. Besides, trying to keep everything organized, I'm also shooting videos to help me remember crap. I need to interrupt the stream and detail all of the bolts that hold this intake on, because some of them have studs sticking out, and those studs are different sizes, and they're in very specific positions. And so what we're going to do, I'll show you, I'll show y'all, but then I'm going to have to interrupt the feed and shoot a separate video. Okay, otherwise I'll have to dig through this video to find it, and then also risk the possibility that we have an interruption of transmission while I'm doing that. So anyway, what I'm getting at is I'll show you all what's going on, and then I'm going to interrupt the feed and shoot an actual, just a simple video in the phone, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so let's go do that real quick. All right, so all right. At least I think they're different sizes. Yeah, the one in the back is definitely a different size. Okay, so to begin with, all right, this bracket, that's actually where they, at the factory, use this bracket to move this engine around. All right, but it's got 3/8, what appear to be 3/8 studs sticking out. Okay, and that is number 1. Okay, and then number 2 only has 1 3/8 stud sticking out. Okay, and then we come to the right side of the truck, no studs. Left side of the truck, no studs, and that's corresponding with the throttle body position. And then in the back, again, we have another lifting bracket, and that appears to be a 5/16 stud. Okay, it's definitely a smaller diameter. Okay, and is there a stud back there? That is actually just a bolt. Okay, if we can focus on that. Okay, so that right there is just a bolt. And here again, once we get this bolt out, and actually, yeah, all right, and then in the distributor, here again, we've got corrosion going on right here. I'm not exactly sure about that. Ooh, ah, look at that. Here, I had a goofy ass noise coming out of the distributor. Now, why would that be? Why would that do that? Well, obviously it wasn't It wasn't pushed down far enough. All right, so we're gonna have to pay close attention to that. All right, well that's good, because now I can rest assured that that goofy ass noise I heard wasn't the camshaft drive and wasn't the oil pump, which is, I mean, when I heard that noise, my butt slammed shut. All right, anyway, and no stud. I can't even see this one, but there's no stud there and no stud there. Okay, so there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts toward studs. All right, so, all right, y'all bear with me. I'm going to interrupt and shoot an actual video about this, and then I will be back. All right. Back. I'm back. Oh, hands getting dirty. Try not to get that all over the damn camera, phone. All right. All right. Ow! Ow! All right. All right. I see one of you. I see 3 of you. Okay, y'all are coming back now. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Yeah, that makes me feel better finding that that distributor rotor like it was. Let's take a hard look at the distributor cap real quick. Y'all probably can't see this, but I actually changed this stuff. This whole secondary ignition system isn't 6 months old. Okay, but I can see where it was in fact acting. Around that depression, that radius, and yeah, I must not have pushed it down far enough. All I know is that yeah, once we get the distributor out, I'm gonna give that the top of that shaft some love and attention, because I've actually had to getting old distributor rotors off. I've actually had to shatter them because they were stuck so hard, and just take and squeeze them with a pair of pliers and shatter them. So, all right, very good. Of course, now think about it. All right, the there's a drive gear that corresponds with the camshaft on that distributor, and there's a thrust washer, and I expect it could be, we're gonna have to double check that distributor. Yeah, we're not just gonna clean it up. We're gonna have to find some specs and make sure it's still good. Okay, at this point, I want to put some gloves on. I gotta go wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back. Oh. reach under there and get access to that bolt. Okay. But yeah, I've owned this. This is probably one of the oldest, well, I won't say it's the oldest tool I have, but it's one of the earliest that I purchased for myself. Okay. All right. We're going to move you closer to the door here because the sun is moving away. And we'll get you plugged back in. Alright. And once, yeah, let's see. Come on. Now you're out of the sun. Yeah, the phone don't like being hot, so I apologize. Yeah. Gotta unplug you. Okay. Yeah, the distributor spins real easy. Alright. Now that I'm not forcing a bunch of shit, we'll take the gloves off for a minute. Actually, probably don't need that anymore. Put this back in here. Let go. All right. Y'all still here? Okay. So the distributor just drops down into that intake manifold. And it's got a circular cross section and a circular hole, and you can turn the distributor one way or the other to advance or retard your timing. And the only thing that holds that guy in is this dirty, nasty thing right here. Okay, and this bolt, like that, and these two contact points is all that holds that distributor in, right there. So anyway, we're going to go ahead, and seeing as this is technically the first bolt that we've taken out of the intake manifold, we're going to go ahead and include that. We're going to start a bag of intake bolts. We have shot a video referencing the position of each bolt, and so yeah, so damn it, I think I left all my Sharpies at the house. I'm gonna have to go find a Sharpie. Great. All right. Yeah. That is a factory original Chevrolet hold down bolt. And let's see. It's marked as a grade 5, but how can I put it? It's an original Chevrolet bolt, so it may have a different language. Okay, but generally, all right, you've got, okay, your bolts are made out of different materials, okay, and the head is how you tell, okay. If there's nothing on the head, that is considered a grade 3, and essentially it is nothing special. It's mild steel, maybe. Okay, then you get to, if you look, there's 3 lines. Okay, that would make this a grade 5. Okay, and that might be confusing, but that's how it works. And I don't know, I've never heard of a grade 4 bolt. Okay, now if you find one of these bolts that has 6 lines on it, okay, hold on, grade 5, so it's obviously a little bit harder than grade 3, and probably not a little bit, it's probably a lot harder. But then when you get to when you get 6 lines, you're at grade 8. And grade 8 is just about the toughest bolt you're going to find. Alright, so anyway, I need a Sharpie. Is there any chance I left them in here? Nope. Okay. Hold on. Boom, Ziploc bag. Oh, yeah, hold on. I just thought about where I might find some Sharpies now. Hold on. Well, I was trying my damnedest not to borrow somebody's personal Sharpie. But when you find this in like that, Corey, thank you. Alright, let me put this back so it knows what the heck. Alright, so get our bag started and we'll get that distributor out and try to. Where to put the bag now? What? Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Alright. This is going to be intake bolts. And it's going to be number 8. Alright. Sharpie. 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 Alright. And actually, we don't need this anymore until we find out how bad this distributor is going to be. It spins nice. Please forgive me for not moving fast, but it's been every bit of 20 years since I've been this deep into a Chevy small block. So we're just gonna make this a leisurely stroll through the old days. Pry bars. Here. Let y'all watch JIC. How much trouble we can get in. Most people are going to put it, you know, they just aggressively attack distributors. I've seen it happen. And the thing is, this is a precision instrument. Okay, it's very important to how your engine lives. All right, there's a camshaft that's driven by a chain up front, and it runs all the way to the back of the engine, and it actuates all the valves. And then there's a gear on the end of that camshaft, and it drives the distributor. Okay, the distributor has a corresponding gear. The distributor is also engaged into the oil pump and drives the oil pump. Okay, and This thing is critical. And what I'm getting ready to do is just, it's not, here, first of all, it's spinning around. Okay, but the way it's engaged in the oil pump, here, hold on. I was using that magnet to keep that fitting up there and not sliding down so that cap will stay on there. But we really don't want to get too aggressive with this thing. Okay, because A, we want to reuse it, and B, we want it to be viable when we reuse it. Okay, so this thing does a lot more than just trigger your ignition. So let's see. All right, yeah, it's not. See, it kind of wants to come out, but then it stops. And that's what I was worried about, is there's gack. All right, now notice that. Okay, when I twist the rotor, it jumps up, and see it fall down. All right, that's evidence of that gear I'm telling you about. When you twist it, okay. So, all right. I'm wondering, and there's a lot of gack back there that I don't want to get. All right. I think we need to kind of get around that hole with a vacuum cleaner before we go wrestling this. So, anyway, I think y'all could see that. Were y'all able to see? Let's see. That. Where is it? Yeah, maybe. Hold on, I can't. Yeah, that thing right there. Okay, y'all can see that. So anyway, yeah, we're not just gonna yank on it. Get y'all. Anyway, that's where we're headed now. And so far, I'm proud that I have not broken any bolts yet. Alright, so we need to brush, we need to spray crap. Over here. Here, this is going to stab me. There. Yeah, this is going to take some coercion here. Real careful now. Antisocial. Come on. Come on. All right, so what it is, the distributor, the stream got interrupted. I don't know. Y'all been missing. I apologize. Anyway, we've managed to break a bolt. And obviously was a little too aggressive, a little overconfident. And now this one is being antisocial. But we are resolved to not let that one break. So we're going to sneak up on it. So let's see. We're going to get aggressive with it, but not in a twisty. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of, let's see, we just backed it out. And now we're going to screw it back in a little bit. And we're going to back it out as far as we can there. Okay, so that's actually loose. Now, that's loose. We're going to start trying to get some penetrant down into that bolt. And that's actually going to involve where is my Hummer? I got a Hummer around here somewhere. No, I got a I just I can't believe I ain't got my damn hammer. Why would I not have a hammer? Service is lacking here. So anyway, we're trying to sneak up on this bolt, and I want to beat on this thing, but it's got threads, so we need to put a nut on there, so we're hitting the nut and not the threads. And that is, let me think about this. The front dress, right side, I think, has got a brace. Actually, that might be one of the exhaust nuts, but I think it'll work. Before we go, yeah, okay, so, although I'm going to have to pull that off every time I want to put a socket on it. So, we soaked it down, and we're going to love on it a little bit. Okay. I'm going to take the nut off. Alright, it should be loose, which means we can tighten it right now. We're going to tighten it. I'm going to loosen it back up. Alright. I'm going to try and squirt some more down in there. Put this back on. Careful. Damn it. Alright, so what we're trying to do is get some penetrating oil down into this situation. When you hit it with a hammer, everything kind of goes like this for an instant. And eventually some of that penetrating oil will get down into the area that's giving us issues. And that actually felt kind of good right there with it. And this is, yeah, and actually either A, just come loose, or B is getting ready to snap off in my hands. So we're going to do this one more time. And actually, that hole may be under the level of that fluid now. I've got a little pool of fluid going there. Let's see, hold on. You just loosen that up, which means we opened it up. And we're going to go ahead. I think we're going to get a little bit more. Are y'all still here? Yes, you are. Awesome. Okay. I'm sorry about the service. Here again, I really need to talk to Sprint. All right. And the problem is, I'm going to tell you what the problem is old Verizon bought Sprint. And they just want to be rid of any memory of Sprint. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're doing a good job of it. The only problem is, I'm not calling Verizon. I'm going to call AT&T. Okay, so if you work for Verizon, take note. If you want my money, get my damn service back up. I don't feel like talking to you on the phone. I just want my damn service. I don't want to send you an email. I don't. Do you understand where I'm going? Yeah. You're getting my money. Whether or not it's Sprint or Verizon, you're getting my damn money. Alright. Yeah, that thing's coming loose. There. It's still full of gack though, but we're getting there. Like I said, I was too aggressive and overconfident with the first one. And it's probably going to cause me issues when I try to pry this damn intake up. Alright. This thing's going to spin out now. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. It's all happy now. There. Didn't break that one. Very good. Yep. There you go. There you go. Just swimming in that damn penetrating oil. So, very good. All right, now, I'm going to put this up before I forget where it comes. All right. Where did that go? Oh, I wrapped it around the distributor, didn't I? Yep. Time for a new one, I guess. This one ain't new yet. All right. Yeah. Still here? Yep. Okay. Now, I think are pretty friendly. I think. Because these aren't in close proximity to coolant primarily. Although this one is right next to the EGR valve and it's tightening up. So we're going to respect that. Now I can see the puddle. Okay, I can see the air bubbling out. Which, yeah, okay, so that penetrating oil is going running right down that bolt. There we go. Very good. All right. Now, oh man. Okay. There are two way in the back, but I know I've gotten those started. And I think I'll go ahead and just give them a squirt. And yes, I do have an air ratchet. Okay. Once again, it's 30 years old like everything else, and I haven't used it in 20 years. And personally, when I'm working on my own stuff, I just do not like to rush. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. And these we'll have to clean these up. There's no way these are going to get reused in the condition they're in. And it's going to involve about an hour and a half, 2 hours with a damn wire wheel, lye and water, and with a half-assed homemade hot tank. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. All right. I'll go ahead and give this. Just let it set. Go over here. Damn it. I've got a little ratchet. I've forgotten where I put it. I've told you all the story about the 10 gallons of tools me and a friend bought at one time. And I probably told you about this ratchet, but it's a nifty little ratchet. To find it and get it back online. And move it to right there. Okay, take the ratchet and move it to there. And then go ahead and put you a little swivel handle. And the thing is, all right, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, handy little ratchet. I believe it was actually called a plumber's ratchet. I do not know why. All right, so this is actually the last bolt. Guess we need to concentrate on it. Yeah, been a long time. All right, you got to understand, I started this racing 20 years ago. And I was really intent on being able to play with engines, only to find out that at the level we were at, nobody plays with engines. The engine builder builds the engine, and we install it, and we burn it up, and then we pull it out and put another one in. Damn it. I may have to smoke a cigarette here in a minute. Let's get this fold out though. There, now, let go. That thing is loose. It just needs to come all the way out. That's all. All right, come on. You can let go now. There we go. And a bracket. All right. Let go. Let go. All right. All right. So, nothing. Let's see, 1991. So, nothing but 30-year-old gaskets. One broken bolt. And a bunch of gack holding that damn intake manifold in. Alright, so now comes the fun part. This is where we got to get a little aggressive. Okay. Yeah, this is going to require some aggression. Let's see if we can. No, not handy. Okay. Okay, yeah, you gotta figure. There's an intake gas, and like I said, this thing hasn't been off in 30 years. And so we gotta coax it, we gotta convince it. And yeah, here we go. I think I see it. Maybe. Seriously? Look at that. Did you see that move? Well, so much for damn. That's awesome. Oh, you know what? I've been soaking everything. I've never seen an intake manifold come off this easy. Look at that. Now, it's a matter of not dropping shit through the radiator, first of all. Alright, so let's get all these tools out of the way. Are y'all still here? Yeah, you are. Can y'all even see what I've been mumbling about here? Here, let's see. Reposition you so the sun isn't blinding you so much. Although, yeah. There, how's that? Yeah. Okay, so. Look at that. Freaking look at that. Awesome. Now I got a position so I'm not killing my knees. Come on, baby. Alright, hold on. Alright. I need gloves. There's a lot of sharp edges. A little bit of weight involved. I am not bleed. Okay? When I was younger, bleeding was an option. It is no longer an option. Why are you not moving? There we go. Okay. Alright. As the rest of the coolant comes out. Alright. Alright. Holy crap. I think that deserves a cool drink and a cigarette. Just hold on. Let's just look real quick. Oh, let's see what this lifter valley looks like. Okay. All right. All right. So, you all still here? Yes, you are. All right. Light. Let's turn the. Let's see if this will help a little bit. All right. So. We've got a little bit of gack. All right, and this piece, you see that piece of gack? It actually has fallen. See, and what we got going on here? All right, now first of all, 500,000 miles in this pig. This is actually an exhaust port. This is plumbed into the intake manifold to help the engine warm up faster. It's also the source of the exhaust for the EGR valve. Okay, and so this area right here gets hot, and that would explain the coke. This is called coke, the buildup. All right, and so before we take the heads off, here again, and towards that end, this piece right here, you see how nice and shiny it is? All right, that's because it's been rotating in contact with a piece of coke that fell from here. Okay, so anyway, we're going to have to, and here again, okay, so you see that hole in the very back? Right there. That's where the distributor drops in. And so we're going to have to plug that up. We'll have to probably try our damnedest. There's a whole bunch of drain back holes. If we work real hard, we can probably plug them. Okay, you see this hole right here, this hole right there. We can plug those and get it. Yeah, reduce the chance of all the gack landing down in the oil pan. Now, one thing I am noticing, okay, I always kind of, okay, and what I'm seeing, it looks like the bosses have been tapped for a roller cam, okay. We're gonna have to clean that up a little bit better, and I'm wondering if this is like a universal, all right, somebody's blowing my shit up, thinking I'm, all right, yeah, and freaking out. Please forgive me. I'm going to have to interrupt and at least respond. Let me, all right, hold on. All right. Let me fire a text off and then we'll. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. Anyway. Oh, bear with me. I'm going to go grab a drink out of the cooler. And then we'll probably interact a little bit. Tell you what, bear with me. I should have checked the battery. Let's get y'all powered back up here before we lose you. Oh. even so, we've gotten this far and only broke one bolt. I'm going to pat myself on the back, I think. But we're not done. Tomorrow, we're going to see about getting those exhaust manifolds off. Oh, everybody, if you don't know about it, there is a meteor shower going on right now tonight. Do a little bit of research depending on where you live. People in the southern United States should have an awesome view of it from 9 p.m. or at least what I remember reading, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Okay, so highly recommend y'all check out the meteor shower tonight. But anyway, oh, that intake manifold. Tell you what, while I'm sitting here yammering, let's inspect that. Surprisingly, I'm not seeing the corrosion that I normally see around those cooling passages. Of course, now normally I'm talking about 20 years ago. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so distributors here. We're upside down. And here is one of the cylinders that's giving us issues. Okay, and this is an intake manifold. And this is full of exhaust. Okay, see that? So that's an indication that something's going on in that head. Alright, but something I was really worried about was corrosion in these coolant passages, and I'm just not seeing it. Okay, and the rest of the intake ports are unexciting. Okay, so we'll be able to clean this up and reuse it. Really see no reason why we can't reuse it. We're just going to have to get that carbon out. And that carbon. Now, you see all that gack? See, that's the very back side of the engine. And even though I worked hard on getting the sides clean, the distributor and all that crap was in the way, so. And this will all have to be cleaned up. Oh no. Yeah. How did I manage that? Well, I've been flopping this thing around. I broke that piece of plastic. That's a damn temperature sensor. Damn it. Okay. And then we can look down under the throttle body. And that looks pretty good. But yeah, this intake is going to take about 2 or 3 hours to get cleaned up. We're going to have to clean the mating surfaces, and I think the first thing we'll do tomorrow is probably hit it with a pressure washer or something. Okay, but that's got me wondering. Let's go look at the head itself. Okay, so that one was full of exhaust. Which one was it? It was the number 4. Okay, so it's going to be that runner right here. And it's got a bunch of exhaust caked up in it too. But then I'm not seeing it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. We know from the compression test now. Okay, alright, I'm seeing some exhaust over here on this other one. On, what would that be? Number 3, which is right under y'all. So tomorrow we'll get the exhaust manifolds. And, here, hold on, while we're sitting here. No. Yep. I think we'll just leave. Yeah, we ain't gonna mess with that until we get the head off. Otherwise, all that crap will be down. Yeah, I gotta get that lifter valley cleaned up and kind of sealed up. I want to get some. Probably just need some rubber corks painted pink, and we'll seal up all the drain holes so none of this gack ends up down in the oil. Okay. Yeah. Here. I'm done with you for right now. Turn you off. Anyway, tell you guys, I think we're gonna start cleaning up here, and I think we're gonna go ahead and end the feed here. My hands are dirty. I really don't want to be grabbing the phone at the moment. But highly recommend, you know, how can I put it? One of the most amazing things to me is the beauty of God's creation, okay? And starlit sky is one of them, is part of that. And so this meteor shower I'm talking about, from what I understand, you should be able to see a shooting star every minute that you if you've got a clear view of the sky. I would suggest research it. I read an article last week about it, and that article included ways to increase your chances, you know, places to look in the sky for your shooting stars. They were actually, it was supposed to kick in last night, but I was in a low overcast situation, and the city lights of Charlotte, pretty much there was no way in hell I was going to see anything. So because it was bouncing off, it was too bright out because the lights were bouncing off the clouds. But tonight it looks like it's going to be clear at the moment.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, digging into the Chevy small block. Yep, yep. Been a long time since I've had my own personal engine apart. And I really want to kick myself in the ass because I blame myself. Okay, I was I was getting greedy again, trying to increase the uh, the mileage potential of the engine, and the idea I used worked until it failed, and when it failed, it caused this catastrophic failure in this engine, and I'm blaming myself. And towards that end, I wanted to do this myself. I I could very easily pay somebody to put another engine in his truck. I'll be honest with you. I've got the money. I could pay somebody to do that. But I wanted I want to see what I did. Okay, and yeah, and we'll just leave it at that for right now. The idea worked. It did until the material that I used failed, and that material ended up going down the intake. And I'm pretty sure when we take the top off, when we take the cylinder head off of the right bank, we're going to find some of that material living on top of the pistons. And it's not going to surprise me if we find some of that material on top of all the pistons. Because in order to get this thing down the road, we had to back the timing way off. It was pre-igniting and doing all sorts of horrible things. I'm still once we get the heads off, we're going to have to inspect the top rings as best as we can on the pistons. I'm crossing my fingers that we haven't shattered any of the pistons. Yeah, that's a thing. That's something I'm worried about. And if that's the case, then we're probably going to just go with a crate motor. Because but towards that end, we'll know. Oh, and I need to plug y'all back in. Don't let me. Yeah. Okay. So the challenge is going to be to get those exhaust manifolds off of those bolts. And towards that end, we just need to, well, like I did today. But the problem is, I had to break one before I slowed down and downshifted. And all right, so tomorrow I simply need to be in rock crawler mode so that we don't, yeah, breaking exhaust studs, because you got to get the exhaust manifolds off to get to the bottom row of cylinder head bolts. The exhaust bolts, if we break the heads off, the exhaust manifold will hit the chassis of the truck before we can slide them off. We don't need that to happen, because then what we'll have to do is get an engine hoist out here, damn engine mounts, and elevate the engine a couple of inches. We're not looking forward to doing that. We don't want to do that. Okay, yes. All right. This project is moving like molasses, but it is moving. Finally. All right. If y'all have watched, you know my knees have been bugging me, but they're finally starting to act cordial. So now I can get back to work. I went to the doctor about my knees, and he blew some x-rays through them, and he looked at them, and he pointed out a couple of quote-unquote minor issues. I've got a bone spur here. I've got some arthritis there. Okay, but he told me, he said, these knees, how did he put it? He said, your knees are pissed off. He said, I can poke you, I can shoot you full of cortisone. There's some other stuff. And he goes, but once I start doing that, it's really downhill. And I'm like, no. And he's like, good, because you don't warrant this. Your knees are simply pissed off. And then he said, and the best thing, he said, the off season is the best thing that could happen to your knees. And yes, so all right. Yeah. We got to start contemplating dealing with the greasy nasties. Okay, because we're starting to have big, greasy, nasty parts coming off and out of the engine. Okay, and Mr. St. Hilaire's race shop is not the best place to be dealing with greasy nasties. Although, just sitting here talking about this, something just popped into my head. Wow, look at that. That is a pipe cub. All right, if not Boeing, not going, and Challenger 604 see this. That was a Piper Cub. What year is this? 2020. If I'm not mistaken, that airplane, that type of airplane, first flew in something like 1927. Which would make the design of that airplane 93 years old. I would love to go for a ride in that airplane. All right. Yep. Yeah, but I'm winding down here. We're gonna smoke one more cigarette. And, okay, and number one, smoking. Tobacco products in general. Dirty, nasty habit. They contain nicotine. Nicotine is the most addictive drug on the planet. I'm a nicotine addict. So please don't pick these damn things up, because I do. Alright? Good look. I probably could have bought a house or 2 houses with the money I've spent on cigarettes. So please don't start smoking. I'm gonna. Here. Hold on. Let's do this. Wait a minute. Oh, y'all are there. Okay. Well, it don't take much to seize up, does it? Yeah. Well, how long you been doing this, Ron? Of course. All right. Let's see. B. Taylor. Monday or Tuesday, I'll clue you all in. Okay, just you're all rest assured that it's going to look a lot like it did last year. Okay, we'll just leave it at that for right now. Matt, we haven't determined that the head needs replacing yet. And if we do, it's not a big deal. Okay, there's only about 30 million of these things laying around. Yeah. All right, let's see. And then Brent was talking about got a truck team lined up for 2021, 10-4. All right, let's see. And there's Rat Fink, but he's deleted his stuff, and Brent has deleted his stuff. Rat Fink is, wow, we're retracting stuff. Yeah, let's see. Shake and Bake. I'll let y'all know probably sometime Monday or Tuesday, probably. Truck driver, hello. Shake and Bake, hello to Virginia Beach. And then Joshua Knighton, hello. And that's as far as I've gotten on this thing here. Alright, B. Taylor, yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Brent Fletcher. Alright, DGR. Help me out there, buddy. DGR. And, are you talking about driving? Or what do you got going on, you? Let's see. Harvey Magner. Luray, Virginia at Cooters. Is it Cooters or Hooters? I know Cooters, old boy that played Cooter on Dukes of Hazzard's got some place, I think it's in Nashville or somewhere. There's Jim Leckman. Hello, Jim. Doing all right, buddy? And speaking of knees, how you? All right. Here. Sorry I'm dancing everywhere. Let's set y'all down. Only problem is I can't see you. Alright, Jim, very good, very good. I was down there for Thanksgiving and I apologize for not visiting. I spent the whole damn time at the rod run trying to help Tom and TJ and Mr. Archie. And then in the evening, I was trying to help myself. Please forgive me. Let's see. Hey Jim, let's see. I was just thinking. Everybody, Jim is a commercial airline mechanic. Okay. It's very possible that Jim has probably worked on some airplanes that not Boeing, not going. If I'm not mistaken, he's a commercial pilot, and Challenger 604, I think, is a commercial pilot as well. Need to keep an eye out for each other. Maybe y'all got some stories you can bounce off each other. It looks like the comments, y'all have got my attention at the moment. If you need to, let's see, okay. Jim, no, this is actually behind the shop up in Mooresville. Oh, good Lord, Jim. All right, now, Jim, I hope you're not throwing away tools and such. You got to be careful now. I mean, I don't know how long you've been here, but I've been showing off tools I've owned for 40 years. Quite literally, sometimes they just languish in the drawers until you need them. You know that. Ooh. Let's see, Jim. I just thought about something. You're on your new property yet? Well, yeah, you're living out there. All right. My brother has started a property maintenance business, kind of, sort of. If you need anything pressure washed or stuff dragged off, you need to consider talking to him there. B. Taylor, you're talking about Curtis, and yes, well, yeah, that's part of the official announcement. Y'all are prying, y'all are trying hard. All right, Brent, 10-4. Okay, what position you gonna be in? You gonna be fabricating? You gonna be what they hire you as? You gonna be a parts guy? You gonna be let's see, truck driver? You got, all right. You got hauler driver. You got crew chief, car chief, mechanic, fabricator, body man. What kind of title you got there, Brent? And then I guess DGR is Deegan something racing, or yeah, 10-4 there, B. Yeah, can't fault you. 10-4 on the paperwork there. Jim, that shit, it can pile up. I got too much myself. How can I put it? I need to get me a shredder. But my God, it'd take me 3 days once I get it. Thing is, though, you got to be careful just picking up piles and throwing it away, because, you see, that's one of the reasons I ain't throw much shit away is my filing system sucks. And there's important stuff in piles of crap. All right, so Brent, you're going to be what they call road crew. All right, the road crew, and therein still you'll end up with some kind of a title, be it engine man, be it car chief, be it front end mechanic, underneath guy. You'll still end up with some kind of a title. Oh, and towards that end, guys, four of our road crew guys have started a podcast called The Racing Table. It's available on Spotify through Click, KLIK Media. All right, it is Jesse Boyd, and he's actually not road crew, but he's he works in the shop, and he's in charge of disassembling and cleaning the cars after the races, and inspecting and looking for issues. Willie Pilot, who was our engine guy. Mike, uh, Mike Mike Groves, who was our underneath and rear end mechanic prior to COVID, and oh my God, hold on, Chris, hold on, Chris. I'm tired and I'm Chris Womack, who was our front end mechanic. They have started a podcast called The Racing Table. They just released the second episode, and it's possible here shortly I might be a guest. We haven't officially scheduled it yet, but I've been approached. Willie asked me if I'd be interested, and we'll probably do something like that. All right, 10-4 on the too much to shred there, Jim. All right, 10-4 on the Crosley. Okay, all right. So I recognize the Crosley thing there. Matt, fix the Geo. Let's see. I'm trying to remember mentioning whether or not I had any issues. I don't remember what. Although, how can I put it? I did have an issue. I do not remember sharing it. Okay, y'all been prying at my mom, I think. All right. And yes, the issue that I encountered is no longer an issue. All right. Brent, 10-4 on the traveling from track to track, but understand, eventually you'll have a title of road crew. All right. You're gonna be assigned tasks and assigned responsibilities, and with those tasks and responsibilities, that will help define your title. Okay, you'll end up being the fuel cell guy, or you'll end up there eventually. You'll understand once you get up in there. Yeah, there's more to it, than getting on an airplane and going to the racetrack. Okay. Oh, Matt, you're talking about the tail light. Yes, we got a tail light. And but I don't remember if it was a Trump car. Yeah, I backed into one of the race cars. And that was, I'm going to blame Jesse for that. Because it was out there in the quote unquote parking lot slash wash rack. And even though it was my fault, just for grins, I'm going to blame Jesse. Okay. All right. That's something we can do. Just real quick. B. Taylor. Here. Y'all gonna make me walk. All right. Sun is going down though. Beautiful evening. I'm gonna have to start cleaning up here in a minute. So right here. All right, this gentleman specializes in motorcycles and Legends car engines. And that big old fan, you see that fan sticking out of the door right there? That's ventilation, his dyno. And yesterday he was dynoing some engines, and that fan was blowing the exhaust right up in where I was working. And I'm not complaining, because it was nitromethane. I love the smell of nitromethane. Here you go. And tomorrow I'm going to go after it with a steam Jenny, because the adhesive, all right, you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? How do we manage this? Okay. Hello. Oh, damn it, I'm looking at my reflection thinking that I've got the camera pointed the wrong way. Okay. Okay. So anyway, this is, well, it's the side of the trailer. Let's see if you see the streaks from my fingers. Adhesive. It's dry. When you pull the vinyl off, it leaves some adhesive, and so we're going to go after it tomorrow with a steam Jenny, which is a pressure washer that runs. Yeah, and hopefully I can have that all done by. We're going to reposition the trailer back again, like we did before. And then at that point, I'm going to go fill the tanks up on the tractor and disconnect the battery for the winter. Because at that point, the tractor won't be moving anymore. And generally, my experience with those things is if you don't start them every 2 or 3 days, there's so much electronics in there. And big old truck batteries, I never understood it, but I've experienced it before. So what I do, once I establish that the truck isn't going anywhere anymore, I disconnect the batteries. Make sure they're fully charged, and then I disconnect the batteries. And that'll take about a half hour. But then when we hook them back up, it'll be a lot better than 6 hours waiting for the damn batteries to charge. All right. So the sun is down. And Jim Leckman, you're out there on 415. I will guarantee if you turn all the lights off on your property tonight, you'll be able to see the meteor shower, as long as you got a clear view. And guys, I got to start cleaning up. So let's go ahead and end this one. And thank you for hanging out. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was, yeah, what am I trying to say? Like I said at the beginning, is uh, I throw these up a lot primarily just so you guys can hang out, all right? And by hang out, I mean interact. If I'm not there talking, then y'all please, please, feel free to pipe up and talk amongst yourselves, Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. And tomorrow, like I said, uh, we're really getting into, well, like I said, Mr. St. Hilaire has been very generous to me. Let me work on the truck here. Um, but we're I need this truck back on the road, and so I'm going to start coming in the morning working for Mr. Archie, but after lunch, it's going to be all about Old Blue Thunder there. So crossing our fingers, we can be breathing life back into her by Friday. Okay. All right. Let's just evaluate what we got going. Let's see. All right. All right, B. Taylor, what are you apologizing about? I was bitching at you because you made me walk. That's all good. That's all good. Doctor told me I need to walk. All good. I might bark and piss and moan, but I need to be walking. All right. Brent, Haley Deegan. Even though she drives the truck, I doubt she's your boss. Okay, please forgive me, but yeah. Jim Leckman. All right, 10-4, Jim. We'll look at the pictures. 10-4. Brandon Gray. There's Brandon Gray. Okay, hey Brandon, how you doing? Uh, Brent. Fake account. Oh. Okay, Brandon. 10-4. Let's see, Matt. Yeah, looks great. 10-4. Jim. Yeah. Check out the. Hey, Brandon. Tell everybody where they can find that link for the racing table that I sent you a day or two ago, please. Jim, yeah, 10-4. Next time I see Archie, I will. Okay. All right. Brandon, are you here, Brandon? Hello, Brandon Gray. All right. Here, I'm going to set y'all down for a minute. Yeah, Tim for Brandon on the Twitter deal. Is there any chance you could post that link that I sent you, and possibly they could just touch it in the feed, and it would take them to the podcast. Okay, well that looks like a twink. That looks like a link to the Twitter account. It doesn't look like a link to the actual podcast. Okay, please forgive me. My ignorance. There we go. Aha, there we go. Spotify.com. Yeah, okay. That looks more like what I'm asking for. Ah, don't know about high noon, Matt. Like I said, I'm kind of trying to figure out Racing King. Hello, trying to figure out some way to make it special. Um, instead of just like making an announcement while I'm working on an engine or something. Anyway, just bear with me, and I will just y'all rest assured that I do have employment for next season, and it is in the realm that you're familiar with, and we'll leave it at that for right now. Okay, so everybody, please check out the racing table. All right, it's just a podcast. There's no video per se. It's just some members of the team having conversations and telling stories. And let's see, IHOP. Yeah, IHOP would be good. Um, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call this one done. Everybody, let's be good to each other. And let's not forget to count ourselves blessed. And let's all have a better tomorrow. Okay? In 3. And thank you for hanging out. All right? In 3, 2, 1.